think is really interesting, the idea of the campaign school of
Yeah.
equitation, based on the belief that horses develop all of their foundation work outside in the open countryside,
Yes.
which is the French campaign, right, for the open
Yes.
countryside. And I think that's super interesting because I know in many of the circles that I grew up in and have been associated with, to campaign a horse, the thought is just to, as the definition that I had learned originally, to campaign the horse is just to compete the horse.
Yeah.
So I love the distinction in here about the, campaigning being actually having him out
Yeah.
in the open country,
Yeah.
developing that body, not even really being at this point, the way we're talking about it here, not even being in the arena. And you say only later are the horses ready as a consequence of the improved strength and balance to benefit from work in the confinement and artificiality of a proper dressage school. And
Yeah.
that, I love that. It's as though they earn the idea of coming into the
Yes.
dressage arena or any of the arenas that we might take them into. And I think that's where people sometimes get confused, because they think that that's where the dressage starts, right? Is in that confined arena, rather than, like we said, out in that open countryside, campaigning out there.
Yes, and that should be actually 2 full years. So the 3-year-old and the 4-year-old horse are the campaign horses, and after 4, so the 5th year of training should begin the concentration on collection and perpetuating engagement. Engagement is a difficult concept because there are 3 meanings to it, and people don't even think about how to, that a 5-year-old horse should begin his life with those new things of, working on his perfection of collection. And that immediately gives completely different sets of exercises, like,
Mhm.
the canter to walk, walk to canter, rather than trot through,
Mhm.
no longer trotting through. And finally, the canter to halt and the halt to canter, and so on and so on. But the first 2 years are different sets of exercises
Yes.
and different focus on how the posture of the horse is used and developed. And because, again, in all training, you have to have first correct posture before you can have correct strides and uh, correct motion.
The content you just enjoyed is produced and powered by Red Mare Enterprises, creating possibilities through branding, modern digital solutions, and project management. We know the horse industry inside and out.